Hi there, and welcome to another Fishing Planet video. This is Boxing Day evening, and we have 15 days to go on the Christmas challenge, and I have just managed to complete the crappie part of this mission, so I have the popper ready to try for this Krampus Tarpon at Everglades. I did do a video on the red crappie, and I was at Everglades, and for some reason I decided to come back. I think probably because I wasn't sure whether I had my bits from that mission put into home storage or not. Anyway, the bottom line is I need a rod that is of a specific power anyway, so it's got to be, or strength, so it's got to be 10.5 kilos max. Now, the reel isn't going to be a problem, I'm sure, and the rod isn't going to be a problem, but I'm just wondering about the best way of, if I select a spinning rod, there's use, that's way too big, but that does highlight all of the spinning rods that I've got available. I think, looking at it, probably the Thora is going to be the one to go for, so I think temporarily, I must remember to put this back again afterwards. I'm going to do that. The ambusher obviously is way too powerful, so all of those, so we need to find a sensible. There's an 8.5 there, there's a 12, that's going to be too much. Oh look, line glider 4000, exactly 10. And I think it's 10.5, isn't it? So that should be okay. Now the interesting thing on this one is it doesn't check this for you before you travel to the destination, whereas it did on the previous one. So it's, I think, being a little bit more, making you a bit more responsible for it. It's not holding your hand quite as much, but that's definitely okay. 10 kilograms, and that's 9.5, and it's got the Patriotic Walker there at the moment. And let's just have a look in the backpack. Yeah, so I think actually we'll put one of those back at home, take 2 with us. And the line, I don't really know. I mean, really with Tarpon, you want a fairly good strength of line, but certainly in the previous challenge of this type, the line didn't need to be within the spec, so probably something like 13 braid would be a good idea. Just thinking of distance, that's only 104, that's not brilliant, but... Ah, no, that's interesting, that's just to click the... So maybe it is checking that, so ignore what I just said, it does check that before you go, so it's happy with the setup. Just wondering if there's anything else. In the normal way, I'd be thinking about what I might catch there to pay for my trip, but actually, it's amazing what 350 crappies plus all of the ancillary fish that you catch along with them mounts up to. Yeah, I've probably caught 300 fish today, certainly 250. So actually, this has been hardly affected. And I've won and spent a few bait coins along the way. So let's head to the Everglades. I'm also in this, that's a good point. Let's equip Santa's glasses, because if we can find them, that is. Oh no, we don't get them until we've got this mission. So when we've got this mission, we can do both the red box and the red bag and the blue bag. And I've been doing a lot of that because I did finally manage to work out how to catch the goby and the crappie with ground bait and not use so many tokens, although I'm very much looking forward to getting the tokens after I get these glasses. So again, let's cut the waffle and let's get off to the Everglades. Now again, I am not sure. I would never normally be, I don't think, going for, oh yes, maybe Tarpon in blue crab I would go for with a top water lure. If you're not familiar with the positions, or we'll come on to that maybe later on, but let's get on. This is where I would normally fish for Tarpon at this location. Although I think I have caught them in other places. When I've been in gar competitions, you just get the odd one every now and again in the other locations, but generally speaking, this area is really red drum, basically over here, all the way along. Over here you can see that marker. It's about 32 meters out. There's a channel, and it runs really right across. It's about 35 on this side. You can see it pretty much, the markers all the way around. You can get a unique red drum, and the Tarpon, from memory here, seem to be sort of over there, about in line with that tree. So I don't really want to go too far out, having done that with the previous one with the eel, where I was a bit concerned about getting it in. So I'm wondering whether I just start about there. I have absolutely no idea. Whoops, that's not a good start, is it? I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing with this. As always, this is an exploration. Did it say evening time or anything like that? Maybe I should go back and read it. I'll be very surprised if they put the Krampus Tarpon in a place where it wouldn't normally be. Let's just read the special lure. Okay, well let's go out a little bit further then. We have only got 104 to play with, but that's probably, what, is that 60-ish, 50? Okay, so normally I would be probably float fishing, I think, or possibly spinning. Just did the third round of the Giants tournament here yesterday, and sadly didn't qualify for that. But yeah, that's all about catching red drum, big red drum, and I actually had some success with. Whoops! Here we go. This looks very much like the fish we're after. Yeah, I had quite a lot of luck with spinning, using really a setup I'd use for salmon, 42 gram jig head and the nymph, the X series nymph, and probably got my biggest red drum here on the right hand side as we're looking. I really should be concentrating more on what I'm doing, so let's do that. I don't really want to put it up another notch, although I think I've got room there. Yes, I have got room. So yeah, I can go up one more notch on the drag. So this will, apart from anything else, it will give me the Santa's glasses, which allow you to pick up tokens on a very regular basis. Yeah, I think to get the sheer numbers involved in the final bit, whether I do that here at Everglades or at Moron River, I think I'm going to need plenty of tokens and plenty of ground bait. So probably over the next few days I might actually just do harvesting of the coins and the ground bait, and then go armed with plenty to tackle the bandits. If you didn't catch my video earlier, I made a very short video on the red crappie, which I know quite a few people were feeding back on the previous videos that they were having a problem getting. And when you're fishing for the goby, you don't mind getting the next one up, and so on and so on. But of course, once you've got the gobies, you don't want to get them. And when you're getting the crappies, you tend to get, certainly at Lone Star, you get the green ones all the time, and a few blues, and not so many reds. And of course, they make it so that not only is that the case, but you need more reds than anything else, so it's a double whammy. And in the end, I worked out that all the reds are here at Everglades, so you can use the ground bait technique. And yeah, I did a little video on that, and hopefully that's helped a few of you out. I think we're getting to the point where a lot of people will have worked all this out for themselves, but if you're coming to it late, or you're still having troubles, then I hope it helps. I should probably do a video combining all of this challenge and my progress so far, possibly tomorrow. Yeah, this is quite serious work, getting this fish in. It'd be funny if it wasn't a Krampus Tarpon at all, and it was a very big red drum. It's off again, it's off again. Yeah, this could take some time. Try and keep its head up and see if that makes a difference. No, it's off again. I wouldn't normally fish, I don't think, for a leader with a leader for a tarpon. It's not with a titanium leader. It's not a fish like a pike that will chew your line, I don't believe. I hope not. Otherwise, this could all be for nothing. We might get a look at this fish sometime soon. Interesting to see what it looks like with no lower jaw. So we've got 15 days left, and yeah, as I say, I might take a little bit more easily now, because that's 2 weeks really, and although the requirement for the bandits is something like 450 when you tot it up, I guess I've probably got about a third of that now. so I could probably afford to just intermingle it a bit with other fishing. Unfortunately, I've not managed to qualify on either system for the tournaments. The semi-final was today for the Giants, so the final will be tomorrow afternoon. I'll be supporting a few of my buddies in that. Well, I think, yeah, one in one and one in another, possibly. Right, let's have a look at this beast. Yeah, that's it. And, oh, it looks like it's got a lower jaw to me. Anyway, there are Santa's glasses, and that is good news because it means that we get to be able to use the sacks, the blue sacks that allow us to collect the tokens. So let's keep that. And so we get another 25,000, so that's good. 3 bait coins, the glasses, the fishy ornament for the tree. And that has been placed in my backpack. Now I wonder if that means that I can actually put those on here. I don't know quite how. Let's just have a look. I've got Polaroid glasses from the Halloween trip, but I can't quite see how. Oh, there they are. Okay, so you can swap them while you're out and about. So that's good. So yeah. Now I know the red bag is here. There it is. Now, just for anyone that hasn't seen this, I'm going to show you the red bag, and then I'm going to show you the blue bag, which of course will be me doing it for the first time. So you've got to have equipped Santa's headlamp, which means you've got to have a cap that supports a headlamp. I know a couple of people were asking me about that, and they were going to go for the snowman cap that you get with the other mission. But I've got plenty of caps from different competitions and things, so I put it on that, and actually gave me a bonus in that I get one more tackle slot in that hat. So that you need to equip on a hat to be able to open these, and you need to wait until darkness. Don't know whether you do with the other one. I'm just thinking where's the blue one back where we were. The sack is here, I know. The stocking, rather. The stocking is there. Take the bag. I think you can just do it any time. The only thing I would say is that for the gingerbread men, they're easier to spot at night. One thing I was wondering was what was the easiest place to go to walk the least distance to pick up the gingerbread men. And I think this is it, because there's limited walking space around the whole place. So let's do the red one first. And we need to wait for darkness, so let's just forward that along to dark. And this you can do every hour, which is really, I think, having said, you know, some of the things that have been discussed about the devs making it hard this year, I think, to be fair, that's quite generous. So there's one there, then there's one here, then there, I think on this one, there's 2, and then on the one we were fishing from there were 2 as well. So Don't forget, guys, also you can open this now it's Christmas, so you get something in that every day. That's 4 of 7, and I think there's 3 here as that. Now you can imagine going around Lone Star, that takes quite a while, but here it's probably less than a minute to do those, and that gives you 1 bag of ground bait. Now the ground bait I'm going to cover in the video tomorrow, but actually if you get it right, it does make a big difference, and you can get through the fish much more quickly. That said, I want to be able to feed that thing with silver tokens as much as I can, so I'm now going to do this for the first time. I've got my Santa's glasses on, and yeah, I'm hoping because it's night I'll be able to see the stars or whatever it is we're supposed to be collecting. G to activate the polar glasses, which you do with all glasses. Sorry if you can hear the noise of my mouse flying around. You don't need to press E on these, that's handy. That's 1, 2. Is there a third? No, so on one of the other ones there's going to be 3. That's 3. This is 4. That's 5. No more here, I don't think, so there must be 2 on this one. Yeah, 1 when you land and 1 there. That gives us a bait coin, a token for the jukebox, and that's placed in my backpack. And let's just go back to that blue. Now I'm getting confused here. Blue's on this one, isn't it? Does it say 1 hour? Yeah. Now if you imagine you're here fishing, let's say you build up 10 or 15 tokens or so, and you're fishing maybe in a competition or just fishing to make up the money for travelling here. If you come back every hour, or even don't bother with the fishing, just travel here and come back every hour, and you can do what we've just done and get a token every time. So I think once you get to these bags, it starts making a big difference in terms of the speed you can get through. So it's a bit of a critical mass type thing. It's very slow at the beginning, but once you start to get bits, it becomes easier. So there we go. I hope even just a little bit of that might have been helpful to some of you out there. And yeah, I shall be doing a progress video. You can see the progress really on the left hand side. Let's just have a quick look at that. Oops. So yeah, the snow holidays is a separate one, which I'm just about on target to do 12 more of those, so I might do a run round to speed that up a little bit. Decorate the Christmas tree I can only do when I've got the final bits, or the final bit, which is the garland. So really it's getting through these big numbers, and I'm planning on either doing that here at Everglades, or I am told that Maron is the place to go, and there is a particular spot there where you can really just get to the bandit aracus, and I think we then get to go waggler fishing, which would be quite interesting as well. So there you go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that one, and happy Boxing Day, and see you in the next video.